Hi, my name is Laurie Ranta, and I'm a professor with Collin College at the Spring Creek campus in Plano, Texas. And today I'm going to read a passage from Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. It was banned at the moment of publication, and in fact, Louisa May Alcott has said about its publication, if Mr. Clemens cannot think of something better to tell our pure-minded lads and lasses, he had better stop writing for them. And so this is from the chapter, Why the Lynching Bee Failed. Then pretty soon Sherbert sort of laughed, not the pleasant kind, but the kind that makes you feel when you're eating bread that's got sand in it. Then he says, slow and scornful, the idea of you lynching anybody, it's amusing. The idea of you thinking you had pluck enough to lynch a man because you're brave enough to tar and feather poor, friendless, cast-out women that come along here? Did that make you think you had enough grit enough to lay your hands on a man? Why, a man's safe in the hands of 10,000 of your kind, as long as it's daytime and you're not behind him. Do I know you? I know you clear through. I was born and raised in the South, and I've lived in the North, so I know the average all around. The average man's a coward. In the North, he lets anybody walk over him that wants to, and goes home and prays for a humble spirit to bear it. In the South, one man, all by himself, has stopped a stage full of men in the daytime and robbed the lot. Your newspapers call you a brave people, so much that you think you are braver than any other people, whereas you're just as brave and no braver. Why don't your juries hang murderers? Because they're afraid the man's friends will shoot them in the back, in the dark, and that's just what they would do. So they always acquit, and then a man goes in the night with 100 masked cowards at his back and lynches the rascal. Your mistake is that you didn't bring a man with you. That's one mistake. And the other is that you didn't come in the dark and fetch your masks. You brought part of a man. Buck Harness there. And if you hadn't had him to start you, you'd have taken it out in the blowing. You didn't want to come. The average man don't like trouble and danger. You don't like trouble and danger. But if only half a man like Buck Harness there shouts, lynch him, lynch him, you're afraid to back down. Afraid you'll be found out to be what you are, cowards. And so you'll raise a yell and hang yourselves on to that half a man's coattail and come raging up here swearing what big things you're going to do. The pitifulest thing out there is a mob. That's what an army is, a mob. They don't fight with courage that's born in them, but with courage that's borrowed from their mass and from their officers. But a mob without any man at the head of it is beneath pitifulness. Now the thing for you to do is to droop your tails and go home and crawl in a hole. If any real lynching's going to be done, it'll be done in the dark, Southern fashion. And when they come, they'll bring their mass and fetch a man along. Now leave and take your half a man with you, tossing his gun up across his left arm and cocking it when he says this.